Hello and welcome to TreeWalker Talks, episode 95. Take some time for yourself. And I'm sorry if this one sounds a little bit different, but I'm actually in a different recording location. It's actually my old office on a new Blue Yeti that I have, but it still sounds a little bit echoey. So sorry for that, but and again, it's super windy out and I worked outside, so no outside video this time. Sorry again. We'll try to get more of those. Okay. So, what did we do this weekend? We actually had both Saturday and Sunday off. And yesterday I was down with the sinuses. They weren't doing good. So, mainly slept a lot and kind of chilled. So, today was the day I went and did stuff. And I went out and got another video recorded that should be coming out probably earlier than this, but this week also, on my grow setup for seedlings and that, with affiliate links, so check that out if you haven't already. So I went and got that all put together and videoed it, and then I went and got the brooder set up to get chickens again. Didn't go up getting it today. I will probably go Tuesday or Wednesday, because I think they get them in midweek, and by the weekend, and don't take this wrong, but all the wannabe homesteaders will go and get them during the week like that, so I'm not going to do that. Okay, so we did that. It's all set, ready to go with heating lamps, not that brooder thing that died on me last time. Kind of did some measurements for the new chicken run coming off the goat barn, which I think I talked about last week. Picked up a lot of sticks because we had like 75 to 80 mile per hour winds, I guess is what they called it. We lost power this week. Several trees went down around me. I had limbs but no trees, thank goodness, that came down. A lot of damage in the area. We had schools the roofs went off of. A couple of elevators lost some of their stuff. But all in all, I think most people were pretty safe. I didn't hear of any injuries or anything from it, so we're thankful for that. So got some of the sticks picked up, and then it's real windy again today, so more were falling, so my voice is starting to crack a little. Let me get a drink. So there's more falling today, but that's all right. And then I went out and checked because with my luck lately, the exhaust got louder when I was coming home to try to assist with the garage door shutting because the power was out and it had gotten opened. Excuse me. Do have the ick still a little bit, so that's why I'm gonna have to take some drinks and that and cough probably a little bit. So the exhaust was a little bit louder and I crawled under there and it did rust the pipe through right in front of the muffler. So I have two catalytic converters that looks like goes into one muffler, and it's just the pipe. Quick fix tomorrow will be here. That is a clamp that clamps around and will seal it. That should work. It worked at another spot, but those are 2.5-inch exhaust pipes, so I'm going to get another pipe because it's right where two of them join, and get a how would you put it, the OD to OD and OD, so that it'll join the two together and make a more good patch eventually a little bit later. But so nothing I can do on that yet. And then I went back, I got the new actuator for the tailgate so that it would actually open without assist. And the one that was guaranteed to fit for my truck didn't fit. Completely different plug, different setup and everything. So that one's getting returned, and I'm going to have to look up and order another one. I know I could get one at the dealer for $100, but you can get them online for 20 to 30. So as long as I can find one that'll fit, that's the route we're going. And really, I knew something was going to go wrong because everything else for that was easy. The bolts came out without an issue. Everything was just super simple. So you knew there had to be something wrong. But look at the bright side, right? We know what's wrong. We know what'll fix it. We'll get there. Okay, so did that. Went out and I installed the solar panel on the Mercury Mariner, my spare vehicle, so that it will give it 15 watts of charging power all the time when the sun's out. Hopefully that'll keep the battery from going dead. I've had that for a little while and wanted to get it on there, so hopefully it can just jump in and go when needed. Didn't take very long. There was a rubber grommet going between the firewall and the motor, so it was an easy poke a hole in that, run the cables through, and the solar panel is actually in on the dash. That way it won't get affected by anything, and hopefully we'll still get the sun enough to charge it and keep it charged up. Like I said, there shouldn't be anything draining it, so it should charge all the way up, hopefully. It was a nice little one. 15 watt, I think is what it said, and it has its own little battery controller and stuff, so I'll let you know how it works. It works good. We'll do a review on it too, and throw that video up so that you can get one for your spare vehicles, if you have a spare vehicle. What else did we do out there? Well, we had where the snowplow had plowed all of the stones and stuff into the driveway, because evidently they thought the business across the street, which is a nursing home, could just push their snow right into my yard. So nice thing is I've got a little bit of a rut where one of the daughters parks, so I took all that and just put it in that hole. Still need a lot more, but at least we had a place to put it and get the big rocks up, because our grass is greening up. And before it gets too tall, I want to get all the stones out. So it'll still throw some stones, but I'll throw it right back over at the nursing home. Okay, what else? I think that's about summing it up. I did collect the rest of the seeds for the horehound that was out there and got it trimmed up. So hopefully I'll get those planted. The plan is I want to plant these in, if you remember out there, we had some half barrels. I put some pepper plants in. I want to do that with these because I think it would be nice. Plus, I might be able to wheel them into the greenhouse, which hopefully we'll get an update this year. But wheel them into the greenhouse, and they might last a little bit longer in there. And again, that's horehound. I'm actually looking in this office where I have a lot of stuff stored. And I have the dried horehound, which I will get around to making some candy out of. And hopefully we'll get a video of that and let you follow me along and let you know how it tastes. Because I don't know about you guys, but I love horehound candy. Okay, so we did that. Not a lot more in the garden out there that I did. Like I said, some measurements for the new run, because I'm going to use the goat barn, like I said, and take the fencing down around the old boy goat barns area and put it around the other one so it's good. And then I need to get more chicken wire to cover over the chain link fence so nothing can get in there, hopefully. At least nothing big enough to do too much harm. And I do plan on putting an automatic door in for them eventually here, so that it'll open up when the sun comes up and then close. I might put it on a timer, I don't know. But that would be very helpful, because they're going to go to their inside coop. It's going to be almost the size of what their run was before, I think. So that'll be good. And that's got a separated area. It's got the brooder in it and the feeds. So we'll get that done. And then once that's all set up, then I can take everything else down that we're not using and start the rabbit hutch area over there, which I'll bring you along for that too. Sorry about that. Another drink. Throat's starting to go. And I got to do this podcast, and I'm going to try to get the What Those Soul Remembers podcast recorded too. Okay, so take time for yourself. If all you're doing is putting out everybody else's fires, and you're not taking time for your mental health, for your well-being, to try to keep yourself sane and happy, then you're not going to be good to anybody. You're going to blow up at them. You're going to, you can't control all situations, but you can control how you react to those situations. And what brings this up is I had a situation, and I'm not saying who was wrong or right, but I reacted a little harshly to it. Normally I would just have bit my tongue, but I'm tired. I'm stressed out. I'm burnout. That's why I'm trying to get back into the slow life with the chickens, the rabbits, that sort. Gives you purpose, gives you results, gives you food. So I'm trying to get back to that. More relaxing, more quiet, slow. Also, you need to get out. I do, at least, get out more into nature. Like today was great, and I'm probably going to pay for it, because as many people know, I have an allergy to UV light, polymorphic light eruption, I think is what it's called. And so usually I wear gloves and arm covers, and I didn't want to. I am tired of hiding from the sun. And I know I'm going to probably break out of my arm. It's going to itch like crazy, and then I'll do it again. But it felt so good to have, it was partly overcast, but to have that sun on me. And that's something I could do to take care of myself. I know it's kind of against taking care of yourself because I allowed my arm, it's not horrible looking yet, but I allowed it to get the sun when I shouldn't have. But you need that sun. I need that sun. And that's something I could do small for me. What can you do for you? What do you enjoy? What can you take time out of the busy schedule for you to do? I can take another drink. Where is it you want to go? Where's it, and not as a family, not as a parent, but as you. Just you. Where the only person you have to answer to is yourself. The only person that's going to tell you yes or no is you. The only person you have to ask permission for is you. Where would that take you? Put it in the comments if that helps you out. Put it down there and maybe say, hey, hold me accountable to this. This is what I want to do. Make sure by the end of summer, I've done it. And I'll make a note and I'll try to remember. So, I guess, like I said, how do I come up with these topics? I go off what's going on in my life right now. What I know I need to change, the things I'm not doing right. So, I can give out the advice. I need to learn to take it more. I did decent last year. I made it to several different places, the UP twice, Michigan. This year, I don't know that I'm going to go on the big vacations. I'm going up mushroom hunting in May. I'd like to go up in July, I think is when we went up last year, and get some of the Native American pipes. The name's escaping me right now. The little albino flowers for pain relief. I'd like to get those and some chanterelles and maybe dry some of those this year or look up different ways to preserve them. So those are the two I know I'm doing. I'm cleaning that boat up. I need to get out there fishing too. I would bring you along for that when I'm not taking family out. So one of the things I want to say, and I'm not being political at all, but listen to Kid Rock. Till You Can't, a song he just redid. And it's available out there. It is an awesome and moving song. Even if you don't agree with the last one, because he does talk about God. And I don't push religion on anybody. But just the song itself, I thought he did a really good job about it. If you listen to the original one, it's a good song too. But the one I really liked was Kid Rock, Till You Can't. Because guess what? You can take care of yourself. You can tell yourself tomorrow you'll go do that. Till you can't. We never know when the last time we're going to hug somebody is. The last time you're going to carry your child. The last time you're going to hold your parent's hand. So, live life to the fullest. But take time for yourself.